Good.
Hi, I'm Tawanda.
And I'm Trina.
And we're the Braxtons.
And you're watching ForYouMF.com.
Maybe I'll get some right here so I can go and have dimples.
I have dimples.
What's up, people? Right now we're down here in Atlanta with the Braxtons, the Braxton sisters. Tawanda's going ahead and premiering Secret Squirrel. Tawana, did you like the turnout today? It seemed like it was very impressive. There's a lot of people showed up. It was very packed.
I am very pleased at the turnout today for the Secret Squirrel. Actually, today was the third day. And I'm just happy. I'm excited because we've interviewed a lot of wonderful applicants, and we'll be getting back with a lot of people.
Now everybody knows who's a fan of the show and a fan of the Braxtons. Yeah, you were Tony's, assistant. But what's 3 things that you would say that you wouldn't want an assistant, to do, that would be bad in your eyes?
I can't say that there is anything that I wouldn't want an assistant. Yes, it is. I wouldn't want an assistant to lie blatantly. I wouldn't want an assistant to be lazy, and I wouldn't want an assistant to be late all the time. Those are the 3 things that I absolutely can't tolerate from an assistant.
And don't drink during your interview.
That was a good point. For some of the people that came today, did you see people that had a lot of potential?
There are a lot of applicants that came in today that had so much potential that I would actually, if I wasn't just going through the process of actually having people come through my school, I would actually hire them as a personal assistant because some people have what it takes to do it now. Wouldn't you agree, Trina?
I would agree. Some of them had a very, very natural presence, and sometimes it really takes that initial personality where you just kind of get a specific vibe from someone. I think you can actually kind of mold people the way you need them to go. Sometimes when you have that initial bond.
Yes,
with someone.
As an assistant now, I know there's a touch of, not a touch, it's majority professionalism, but you do want that natural touch where you feel like it's almost a cousin of yours that you can kind of pop up their head if they do something wrong.
You absolutely have to have the personality to be an assistant because you have to have tough skin. That's first. Because there are a lot of times, there are some times when you're going to be under the gun sometimes, and you have to work under pressure. So a lot of things may be thrown out, or a lot of things may be said to you that you can't say anything back. You have to have tough skin.
Okay. Now, as far as the Secret Squirrel, do you plan on trying to make this a show, or is just going to be just a actual school where people can attend? I know they're going to be getting. But they're going to get graduated and everything. Yes. But can you explain that to your audience?
Well, the school is a 6 to 8 week course, and after you successfully complete the courses, you'll walk away with a passport if you don't have one already, and we will place you. You have 100% placement with being an intern with either a professional person or a celebrity.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're guaranteeing that.
And of course, there's a certificate of completion.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if there was something that you could tell anyone that wanted to be a personal assistant to a star, what would be a few things that you would say that would definitely be like fallbacks or holdbacks?
I think one thing that the individuals need to understand is you have to realize who you're working for. So it's like, say for instance, if you're working for Tony and you have all the sisters together, you have to understand and maintain the professionalism that I'm working for Tony. I'm not working for Tawanda, Trina, Tamar, or Tracy. So you have to have that focal point of saying, okay, what does my client need right now? Because sometimes some of the assistants, they get so engulfed with being around the entire family or other celebrities, they kind of lose focus. So that's one of the things I have to let everybody know, that remember who you're working for.
Okay, as far as someone being a personal assistant, we have a couple of questions. One, do you think that a drawback would be them having relationships or having, like, for small children, kids? Because there's a lot of traveling and things of that nature.
Well, I can't really say that because I had small children. Well, I still have small children. I have small children, and I was able to balance it and make it work for me. And I'm sort of kind of married on paper. So, all of that. It plays a part, but you do have to balance it all. It's a balancing act. Really, it's a balancing act when you become a personal assistant. But it is a plus when you don't have a lot of things going on in your life because you're able to drop everything and then move forward to wherever you need to be.
You also said balancing act. You just kind of said, you know, on paper being married. So I guess happy in business and happy in love.
Say what you said.
Happy in business but not happy in love.
I mean, no. You'll see season 3 when it comes.
Oh, so there is a season 3.
Maybe. Could be not. Who's to say?
Trina.
I'm neither confirming or denying that there's a season 3.
Oh.
But just continue to watch WeTV on Thursday nights.
Trina, as far as your band, is there any where that people can go ahead and listen to the music actually?
Well, let me just say this. Let me clarify something. Trina is no longer part of the band. Trina is doing Trina's thing, and she has a wonderful song out called Party or Go Home, and it's moving up on the dance chart, so I'm very, very proud of Trina.
Thank you. Also available on iTunes on www.trina.com.
Yes, it is. And she's going to be performing at the Miss Collegiate pageant on June 23rd in Maryland, so I'm really proud of her.
I'm proud of you too.
Okay.
But if we can fall back on Secret Squirrel, one of the questions that I did want to address, though, when you're going to be a personal assistant, discretion is key, and it's first and it's foremost. That's one of the reasons why it's called Secret Squirrel, because you have to maintain a professional relationship with these people who are in really prestigious positions, and they can't have their business all. If you're going to be a personal assistant, even if you're applying, you cannot be on the social networks telling all your personal business, because if you're not discreet with your own business, how are we going to expect you to be discreet with someone else's business? So please be cognitive, applicants, of the things that you put. No, being serious. Be cognitive about your own personal business, because if I know all of yours, and that means that you're telling all of mine, so no thanks.
I also heard you, Trina, say earlier that about the people, they can't get it confused. If they're going to be assistant and then they have some kind of talent and they're trying to seek it, that's not the time to be the assistant, because it's a conflict of interest.
It's definitely a conflict of interest when someone, if I have a personal assistant, I don't want an aspiring singer and actor. I personally don't. Now, mind you, if that's something that you aspire to do later, that's fine. As a matter of fact, I'll help you along the way. But when we are working and we're together, and if you so happen to meet Steven Spielberg, please don't give him your resume, because that's unprofessional. Now, later on, if you meet him at a different time and you say, hey, this is what it is, then that's what it is. But maintain your professionalism.
Okay. Also, too, Trina, for you, I see that your husband's here. Everything is good with you.
Well, we can't. Listen. We are not. I'm gonna ask it. I'm going to answer it for Trina. We are, you know, regardless of what may happen with the Braxton family and our extended families, we are a family who support each other 150%. So Gabe is here to support the Secret Squirrel. So, I mean, I am thankful that he's actually here, because he is a, let me tell you something, I'm telling you a secret. Let me tell you something. Gabe is a secret business manager. I'm just saying. He's good with money, you know. So, you know, and then computers. So he may have some questions for the applicants about computers. So I'm just really thankful to have all of my family here.
You mentioned computers. How big is the social networks towards what you're trying to do and getting applicants? And Trina, you also mentioned checking their backgrounds earlier using Twitter and Facebook. How big is social sites for us, what you're trying to do?
The social site, I guess, is number one when it comes to promoting the Secret Squirrel and viewing the applicants, because, I mean, that's where everything is moving and gearing towards now, because you have the Twitter, you have the Facebook, and you kind of look at the applicants and look on their Facebook or their Twitter pages to see how their lifestyles are nowadays. So they don't make it hard at all.
It's an extension.
It is.
It's if I'm working for Tawanda, I can't be on the social networks going back and forth with banter with several different people, because I'm a reflection of her. If I'm working for her, I am now an extension of her and of her brand, and I have to maintain, you know, her brand. So they have to really, really keep that, you know, in mind when they decide they want to become a personal assistant, because it's not for everybody.
It's not.
It's that I can't be a personal assistant.
She could.
I would never be able to, because I'm unorganized. And I know that about myself. So I need someone around me that's going to help me be organized.
Being organized is probably number one on the list.
Number one.
What's the other two things you would want? I know you said probably having tough skin.
Yes, tough skin and
Trust.
trust.
I cannot have you around my checkbook and my children
Right.
and my
That's
things if I cannot. No, I'm being very honest. If I can't trust you, I want to be able to leave my jewelry around.
Right.
I want to be able to have my checkbook on my kitchen table, and I want to be able to have, you have to stay with my kid or something like that. If I can't trust you, you can't be in my personal space.
Is the school located in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
because we're starting it here in Atlanta. This is going to be the first school here, but we are definitely trying to branch out to LA, to New York, and to the DMV area
That's the headquarters.
for Tracy.
Can you tell your fans, not just your fans, but the people that are interested in attending the school, how can they reach you guys using the social networks and where?
Well, actually, all they have to do is go to www.thesecretsquirrel.com, and you'll be able to get into contact with me there. And then we're going to be accepting applicants online as well.
Okay. Can you give me your Twitters as well?
Yes. You can reach Trina at Trina Braxton,
And you can reach Tawanda at Tawanda Braxton.
and at The Secret Squirrel.
And don't forget, TrinaBraxton.com.
Okay.